is your weekly reading for the second week of September, roughly the 10th to the 17th. I'm Stasia Bliss. I'm doing your readings for you. So these are general readings, so they're not individual readings. I do offer individual readings, so if you're interested in that, then just go ahead and go to the bottom where I have my email or my website. Individual readings with cards, oracle readings are always done on a by donation basis. So let me know if you're interested. Let's begin with this week for Aries. Let's go ahead and clear the space first. Okay, clearing the space. Clearing the cards and intending whatever Aries, our beautiful, wonderful, fiery Aries, what this sign needs to know, wherever it is in your chart, sun, moon, rising. Maybe it's your Venus, maybe it's your nodes. Listening for the energy of Aries. Let's start with some animal totemery for the week. What does our Aries have watching out this week? What energy is available to the Aries through the animal totemery? Aries, Aries, Aries. Tuning into guidance for Aries, the sign of Aries. Okay, get the wolf, which to me is always the teacher. So it could be like a teacher week. We do have the sun opposing Saturn coming into this week. So that happened at the end of last week. Let's also get a crystal oracle card for the Aries, holding space for this week. What energies from the crystals are speaking to the Aries? Ooh, there's one. That falls on another deck, which I'm going to use next. Ooh, Moldavite. Big transformation this week, Aries. This is the most transformative energy of crystal. And since it's landed on the mother runes, let's go ahead and take one of those too for Aries. That's the concept most supportive to Aries this week. I've got two of them. Effortless change through grace. Now you've got this big transformation, but this grace element with the wolf could really add you being able to handle it with grace. The angel sigil. This is Havusar, the angel guiding this movement. Effortless change through grace. And then we also have achieving self-sovereign spiritual maturity. Wow, doesn't this speak to spiritual maturity for sure? The angel is Aretut, spiritual maturity, Aries. I love this for you. Let's also get some herbs from our Herbal Astrology deck for the Aries. What energy is most conducive and supportive and blessed for Aries? This September 10 through 17. There it is. It goes falling. Cat's claw, a purification. Got my black cat in here too. Cat's claw. This is Mars with Pluto energy. Definitely feels like this clearing out, making room for your up level, Aries. Let's get one more from the plant kingdom. Is Aries showing? Let's got two there. Oh, indigo, which is a third eye opener, enhancing your week. And then marshmallow is a soothing plant. It helps you handle adversity. It might also be a good herb to turn to if there's any adversity, especially in the physical body. It's very soothing to the different tracts of the body. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what wants to go next. We're going to get a Lemurian advice card. Show us what's happening on this higher realm, spiritual maturity for Aries this week that they need to be aware of, and then we'll delve into the tarot. What is on this level of spiritual maturity? What's happening for Aries on the higher dimensions of self that they could be aware of. It would help them through the week. Heart chakra. So there's some heart opening, may require some purification, may have to face some old difficult feelings with the adversary, but Marshmallow is coming to soothe. Let's go ahead and get into the Herbal Tarot to show for the Aries the second week of September. What does Aries not see? That's a little too many. What is Aries not seeing? Okay. Two of Wands. Not really seeing what the future looks like yet. Not really seeing what the next move might be. That's okay. What is coming in for Aries in this unseen? What is coming in for Aries? What can they know about what is coming in? What can they know about what is coming in for them? Ace of Swords, clarity. Clarity is coming. You might not see it yet. You're going through a bit of a purification. This looks like a heart opening as part of your Kundalini awakening, your life force awakening, your consciousness expanding. You're going through a maturation process. This card's wanting to come out. Let's see what this is, a blessing card. Oh, look, another ace. Ace of Wands. This is always the one I call the life force activation card, or the Kundalini card. So that just confirms you are experiencing a next level awakening, and things will become more clear coming through this week and after this week. So let's get some clarification. Clarify Two of Wands. Dang, that's the same one that had a bunch. There's a bunch that you can't see is what I'm getting. There's a bunch you can't see. There is a victory. There is some recognition. Clarify Ace of Swords for me. You're getting clear about very practical, solid things in your life. You may be even getting clear about a person who's very solid in your life, someone who really has it together. But this is also you getting clear and getting together. Clarify Ace of Wands, the Justice card. So this also with the Kundalini speaks to a balancing of the energies in your body. So you might find that that's a little bit challenging at first, but you are going through an opening of the heart. So let's get a little bit more guidance on this heart activation and on this heart opening for Aries. Let's pull from the runes. Show me this part of the cycle for Aries here. Yeah, there's an activation of an inner journey toward greater self-love and greater love. So this is mirroring the heart chakra and the Emperor. We do have the male rune Ing. So this is speaking to potential energy, something about to spring forth. It's like the energy of spring. You can't see it yet, but it's coming in. Reversed radio. So this would be like a journey. This is an inward journey. And you get the love rune Wunjo. So there is this activation of this inner love, this inner heart journey, or this inner journey is leading you to love, is another way we could say that. Okay, this is beautiful. Let's look at what challenges, let's go back to the first deck. What challenges might Aries face this week with this spiritual maturation? What challenges might Aries face? That one's wanting to come out, but it's not. On the bottom, we have Knight of Swords. So some new beliefs might be a challenge under the surface. What's the surface challenge? What's going to be most obvious as a challenge for Aries this week? What can they expect for being challenged in this first week? Okay. Two of Pentacles, so balancing your work and your family life, balancing your health and your having fun, you know, balance in all the areas is the challenge. Interesting, you got 2 2s and you also got 2 aces. So we definitely are speaking of a new beginning, which I do think we saw last week incoming. Completion of things for you. Let's clarify this 2 of Pentacles in the challenge position for Aries. Clarify this 2. There's a third one. 8 of Cups and reverse Devil. Definitely some challenge with walking away from some kind of addiction or some kind of attachment. The other card we get is 10 of Cups. So it's like, yes, you are learning to balance your vices with the things that are really good for you and really bring you joy. You may have to even like release some of these to balance, but you will find it is a balancing. This couldn't say it more clearly of the positive and the negative charges, but it is about balancing those. Sometimes we can't completely eradicate our vices, right? We just have to find how they can work into our life and not harm our life. Okay, let's get some support for Aries in this beautiful spiritual maturation, heart opening, new beginning energy for Aries. What's some embodiment practices that can support Aries during this time of great spiritual maturation, of great finding their path in their heart path? We get Parvati. Whew. Parvati is Shakti. She's divine feminine. She is the counterpart to Shiva, so she's in perfect balance. So we do get this like mirroring effect with Parvati. As far as embodiment, I can't remember which sign got this last week, but somebody did, and it was talking about a twin flame coming in or a soulmate coming in, and the way Parvati became the partner of Shiva is she just saw Shiva and saw that she wanted to be with him, that he was the guy for her. So she saw he was meditating all the time. It was not really like a dating scene, right? So she just started meditating and doing her spiritual practice next to him. And she just kept doing that and dedicating herself to that as a way of showing love. So there's something about that for you this week, Aries, and eventually he did notice her and they did become husband and wife, or, you know, divine partners. So there's something about dedication to your practice for a higher goal. And I do feel like definitely it has to do with love and it has to do with your heart. So this is being like unswaying in your practices and your spiritual practices. Is there another exercise that might support Aries in this week? We get white buffalo. This is like a boon, Aries. This is like a blessing. It's also like a focus on your abundance coming in. Let's get something else with the white buffalo. This tells me to have you look at what your blessings are. Oh, and things are changing. Shapeshifter. Definitely preparing, acknowledging your abundance this week. Acknowledging your abundance. Something is changing for you. You might even practice envisioning yourself shape-shifting into this solid, beautiful form where you're easily able to balance, where you can overcome adversity. Visualize this purification process, that you're transforming. Visualize that you are the wild wolf finding their path, right? That it's effortless and graceful. So visualize that for yourself this week in order to help this energy come in for you. Let's take something from the Art of War. How can Aries best handle their relationships this week in the second week of September, the 10th through the 17th? How can Aries best handle their relationships this week? How can Aries best handle relationships? Communicate effectively. It's very easy to think someone understands what you're trying to say because you do. In all interactions, in person, on the phone, text, or email, ensure that what you're saying is clear, distinct, and understood. Give examples. Think carefully about your words. Ask them what they think that you have said in order to correct communication issues. So communicating effectively, that's very mercurial. Let's get some astrological influence, the most potent influence for Aries this week. Most potent influence for Aries this week. Most potent influence for Aries in the second week of September. Taurus. So that is, again, the bull, the buffalo, the money. We've got Uranus in Taurus still, I believe. Is that right? Taurus, wherever that is in your house or in your chart, is going to be highlighted for you. So that's also like what you find pleasurable, what you value. Of course, the Emperor is very Taurus energy there as well. Solid, strong, structured, able to handle adversity, able to start something new with the aces. And that ing from the runes, it's that masculine potency. But there definitely is a financial element to that. And you do have the Ten of Cups, which is like fulfillment in house and home. So definitely there is a Taurian vibes that might, you might look at your space. Do you have your space set up the way that you want it? How's your money? How's your bank accounts? Do you have multiple places where income can come to you? Let's give a final advice card from the fairies. What's the final advice for Aries this week, the second week of September? For any Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, Aries, or fairies for Aries. Has a lot to say. Let's just get one or two, please. Advice card for Aries. This is a ginormous deck. Okay, we'll take those two. We do have Five of Spring, which is Five of Wands, which could be some battles, opposing viewpoints or opinions, or you might be feeling at odds with yourself or others. So just being aware of that. But then you have Prince of Autumn, which is like Page of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity. This is take wise action, be cautious, be aware of details, try to stay out of the inner battles, right? This is a life force battle within yourself too. So like Bhagavad Gita speaks a lot about managing that inner force. But basically learn to be more, I want to say princely, the fairies are saying, with those battles, right? Be chivalrous, use humor, be dependable, so that when these things come up, that can override that challenging energy. Okay, I hope this is helpful for you, Aries. If you are interested in going deeper into a personal reading, please reach out. Otherwise, I do hope that something here you have found for you. Remember, it's not all going to be for you, but take the pieces that resonate. If you like this message, please subscribe so you can get all the readings. And maybe check out your opposing sign. I always post them in opposing signs. So Aries, and then there'll be Libra. So that's your opposite sign. A lot of times you can see what's going on for you a little bit better, seeing like the shadow or what's behind or challenging the situation by watching your opposite sign. So maybe check that out, and we'll see you next time.